Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a Do They Miss You spread for my lovely, fantastic Aquariuses. If this does not resonate with you and you would like your personal custom reading, please click the link in the description box down below. This is Book Your Own Personal Custom Reading. With that being said, and you're new here and you enjoy the content that I produce, consider subscribing and joining the family. I'm going to shuffle the cards 3 times in a row. And if you didn't know, now you do know. And I hope you're having a wonderful day, night, or evening, whatever time of day it is for you. So let's shuffle this up and ask the first question is, how do they feel about you? How do they feel about you? One more time. Okay, so how do they feel about you? How do they feel about you? How do they feel about you? Alrighty, so we have the Page of Pentacles. As you can see here, pages, this could be representing of a person and or an action. So this could be like a different individual or like the action that the person that you're thinking of is doing. So pages represents messages as well as somebody that's a bit younger that has a less maturity under their belt. Pentacles are representing of, a long-term relationship, something that's quite solid, something that will last a long time, as well as, of course, monetary value and stuff like that. And so together we get messages of long-term commitment. So they want to offer you, they're coming back to the question rather, how do they feel about you? Well, they want to offer you messages of, being together and having a long-term relationship with you and seeing where that goes. So how else do they feel about you? How else do they feel about you? How else do they feel about you? Again, we have the Knight of Pentacles. I also will reiterate, Knights represents, movement towards something, so they want to move towards something. Pentacles, as I stated before, something that's solid, solid relationship they want to have with you, as well as you can tell, the horse isn't really necessarily moving in this picture. That means that they're really brooding and they're looking at that pentacle and they're trying to, be methodical with their thinking here and making their best decisions that they're trying to make, right? So how do I explain this? Essentially, how do they feel about you? Well, they want to move towards you and offer you a pentacle. However, they're not completely convinced yet of what's going on, how to approach you. So they're really brooding on that fact. They're not quite moving towards you, but they really want to move, they really want to see where this goes, and they're starting to develop some type of feelings, and so they're looking at their pentacle before they move forward with you, and this is the main central theme. And also this keep representing of an earth sign energy such as Taurus, Capricorn, and or Virgo. So how else do they feel about you? How else do they feel about you? How else do they feel about you? The Fool card. The Fool card is representing of wanting to take a leap of faith towards something here. They haven't quite yet taken that leap of faith, as you can see, but they're definitely contemplating on that fact. So how do I bring this all together, essentially? Well, they definitely want to move towards you and send you messages, as well as they want to move towards you, night energy, give you that pentacle. They feel a connection with you. They want to have a solid relationship with you, and they want to take that leap of faith. They want to take that leap of faith, but they haven't quite made that leap of faith yet. They haven't quite taken that leap of faith yet. So that's how they feel about you. What are the blockages between you and this individual? What's caused maybe a separation between you two, misunderstanding perhaps? Let's figure that out together. What are the blockages? What are the blockages? What are the blockages? All right, so the first blockage here is it seems like somebody's doing a lot of thinking and contemplating and having a lot of worry and anxiety about the situation, as you can tell. In the background here, the card is quite telling of what the feelings and emotions they're feeling, and they're feeling quite bleak and dark and blank, and their feelings, they're very brooding in the situation, right? And this is between both of you. So I feel like there's a lot of worry and anxiety that's happening, a lot of miscommunication happening between you both. And it's caused a blockage between you both. And you're not able to really have some type of mental clarity in the situation because you see these swords here, which represents thinking, contemplating, mental clarity, etc., etc. So there's a bunch of misunderstandings which are leading to a lot of pain between you both. So, what else are the blockages between you? What else are the blockages between you? What else are the blockages between you? The Tower card. The Tower card is representing of something that neither you or the other individual can control. It's something out of both of your reaches, and it's definitely a sudden something that happens. So, for instance, to give you an example, the whole, state of the world is happening, and so it may have that happened suddenly, and it caused a explosion between you both, and can possibly cause a blockage between you both and a separation, if you will. And this is the main central theme. But whatever that may be, however, what's ever going on in your situation, there was something that suddenly happened which caused a separation. Okay, and what else are the blockages between you? What else are the blockages between you? What else are the blockages between you? We have the World card. The World card is representing of a completion of a cycle, essentially. So somebody, either you or the other individual, hasn't completed the cycle, whether that be getting over another individual, getting over, a person in your life that you cared about deeply, trying to overcome something, achieve something in life, such as, going to school, etc., etc. But basically, which is causing a blockage for you both, is somebody, either you or them, haven't completed something in order to have closure, and it's caused that type of separation, if you get my drift. Okay, now, do they miss you? Do they miss you is the question here. Do they miss you? Do they miss you? Do they miss you? Well, we have the Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords is representing of immaturity here. Somebody that's swinging their sword around erratically. There's a lot of clouded judgment happening in the situation, as you can see here. And somebody that may be a little bit younger, that has less experience under their belt and knows how to conduct themselves. So coming back to the question here is, do they miss you? Well, I feel like there is a bit of immaturity happening, which may skew their feelings and emotions towards missing you. Okay? So, do they miss you? Do they miss you? Do they miss you? Well, we have the Three of Swords, and the Three of Swords is representing of heartbreak, is representing of, deception, representing of more than one party involved, doing a lot of thinking and contemplating about heartbreak. So I feel like they're being a bit immature pertaining to the feelings and emotions part here, and this is the main central theme. I feel like they are feeling either upset about something from the past that you both have done, or, that may have been a misunderstanding. But it's not looking necessarily that they miss you. It's more like they're kind of caught up in things that happened prior. So let's ask one more time. Do they miss you? Do they miss you? Do they miss you? Okay, so we have the Page of Wands. So they want to send you messages of passion, sexual want, sexual need, desire, etc., etc. So I feel like they do miss the sexual passion that you both had with one another. Like, they really enjoyed the sexual intercourse that y'all had. But they seem to be a bit immature about some stuff here, and they're dealing with some heartbreak right now, or they feel kind of heartbroken by the situation overall. So whatever happened between you both kind of left them at a disadvantage here, and they are feeling a lot of mixed emotions. They miss the sex, but I'm not sure if they're missing you emotionally. So we ask the question, do they want you back in their life? Do they want to receive that love back that you are trying to give? So let's ask that question. Do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? Well, the Hangman. The Hangman is representing a feeling stuck and stagnant in a situation, feeling like you have no control over the situation, and feeling like you're just kind of trapped in a whole corner there, and you just can't escape. And so essentially, do they want you back in their life? Well, they feel like it's out of their hands and they can't control it. Let's ask again. Do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? They do seem to want to reconcile with you, offer that cup of love, maybe mend any misunderstandings that you have. They feel like it's out of their hands, however, and they feel like it's probably more on your turf of how they're going to come back to you. And they just want to, show compassion and rekindle whatever misunderstanding that happened. And this is the main central theme. And do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? There is some type of sneaky behavior going on here, so it seems like they're doing a lot of thinking and contemplating. Either they think that you are conducting some type of sneaky behavior, or they are conducting sneaky behavior themselves. And to kind of explain the card a bit better to you, essentially this could be representing of cheating, somebody saying mean or nasty things behind one's back, avoiding a situation, and or stalking. So obviously this isn't necessarily a positive card, but it could be multiple things that can, cause this whole thing to happen. So coming back to the question here is, do they want you back in their life? Well, I feel like they don't. I feel like they don't have control of the situation, or they feel like they don't have control of the situation. They would like to reconcile with you though, but there is some type of sneaky behavior going on, either being done by them or they suspect it to be happening. So let's get some advice and see what is happening. It's a little bit more informative type of reading here. Tell me if you like it. Come on, give me some advice. Oh, goodness. Okay. All right. So, we got two pieces of advice for you today. I'll read both of them and explain them briefly. So the first thing that popped up was, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart and not your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul, which is, one that loves to pop up a lot. And it's basically telling you that, hey, what you want to do, or what you need to do rather, dwells in your intuition. So you need to use your gut instinct in order to move forward in your life, to be able to either forget or maybe able to move forward in your life and not be going in a bad direction, right? And of course, we also have life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow and you will be surprised where it leads. So, as you can see there, this is also kind of telling you to use your higher intuition. Let your subconscious and your heart guide you to where you need to go. Don't really fight things that you can't control. Don't look back in anger, and try your best to learn from the situation at hand to move forward. And also that this individual, they do seem to miss you, but there is some type of stuff kind of going on in the background. They definitely want to approach you again without long-term commitment, but I do feel like you should be on, more on the cautious side. So just keep your guard up. Make sure that if they come back, as it seems like they want you to come back to them, which, because they feel like they can't, their hands are in the air, they can't do anything. So use your intuition, use your best judgment. I wish you nothing but the best in your endeavors, and luck with this. Thank you so much for watching. Here's some more videos over here that YouTube's recommended for you to watch. If you want to see more videos and content like this one, hit the notification bell to get notified when I upload my videos every single week. Take care, good luck, and bye.